then just know that that'll be. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Woke Wednesdays as we now get this back underway and start catching up on everything that we missed over this last month or two now.
Yeah, it's been a couple months. We did a review of Pride.
Yeah, I went to Pride and dealt with that and everything.
What's up, everybody? LongWalker's here today to talk to you
about his new laptop.
So, we're looking at, I've got a Simulator Sam for us, a 45-minute one about the LGBT movement and everything, and how people aren't holding back on it anymore, they're tired of it. And then we've got Clown World to do, so we'll see how far that takes us. If I need to, I'll find more. I have got so much more to cover on this. I've got so many more good Nicholases that I think you all would really like. We got Nicholas's, the three-parter is Louisiana.
I think we covered some of that already.
I don't think we did.
Mm-hmm.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'd have to look. Oh, we were waiting for part 2. We did part 1. But there's 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And he's got hair stuff too.
Yeah. I'll show him off in a little bit so that they can see how big he is gotten.
Yep. Hi, Guru. I see you in there.
You're going to talk about your laptop in the chat room now?
Yeah, he's so excited. He's been working for a new laptop, and he'll be doing a lot more content with it, a lot more stuff. It's going to be a nice gaming laptop, so cheer him on as he goes for it.
that.
He is working hard, man.
Yeah, he's working under me.
Yeah, what LongWalker does every day.
Check out my channel for also his channel for footage of me doing work.
Yep.
That's if people want to fucking see that.
Shows what you do.
Yep.
I mean, I think it's a record for me to see that kind of stuff.
And we'll show you all Amos in a little bit. He's gotten big.
We gotta get him changed and stuff.
Yep. So I'm gonna get on. We'll get on with Singer Sam. It's a good one. So sit back, enjoy, and let's see what we got.
You got going on, gang?
Please don't act black, because that's just gonna piss me off.
Please don't act like a female. That's gonna piss me off. You over there being prejudiced. Huh? Wrong with you.
Got him.
That was honestly the best response to what she said. He hit her with the Uno reverse card. And it is in fact my birthday today. Did you guys really think I was going to miss an opportunity to get a video out for you all? Come on now. We're going to be covering a lot of craziness in this video. So if you are new and you want to leave me a birthday gift, maybe consider subscribing, like the video, and enjoy.
Want to know how to make a trans puppy happy? Give him a bunch of intramuscular injection supplies. Yay! Oh!
What is the most common thing we see with these people in these videos? They're all weird. They're all the sorts of people that hard drives need to be checked.
Did you guys drive here for this?
Yep. No problem.
How long was that drive?
About 8 hours. We had to leave yesterday because we didn't know that the trial was being moved until this.
Wait, free Luigi? What?
Yeah, yeah.
I need to put this on a flipping t-shirt. Why do they all look the same?
Here's a little hack to stop your parents from misgendering you this holiday season. So
Sorry?
say you're at a family event and your parents misgender you in front of everyone. Simply release all of the piss and shit in your body onto the floor. Start pissing on the floor. Start shitting on the floor. And when your family's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just go, my parents never.
And all that's going to do is show the mental illness that these people have.
Yeah, because a perfectly sane person doesn't respond to that kind of stuff.
No.
Why, but, that.
And you want your parents not to misgender you? Then maybe you should, how do you say it? Actually, like, look like the gender that
Be
you are.
passing.
Yeah.
Right.
Just an idea.
And you can't force what other people. You can't force what they're gonna do. You
No.
can't control other people. You can only suggest it, and if they don't do it, then you're the one that has to help.
Exactly.
So instead of pissing all over the floor and freaking out, why don't you just no contact if it's that bad?
Exactly. That's the biggest thing. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, like that.
And I want to give a shout out to Sancho. I know you're out there. And Chatty Charlie, we haven't heard from you again for a while because we haven't been on either. We've been here and there with shorts and stuff, but I hope everybody's doing good out there. I'm glad to be back, and Woke Wednesday's here for a while, so let's get on with it.
Never taught me how to piss or shit in the toilet, so I have to piss and shit on the carpet, and all the carpet's covered in piss, and all the couches are covered in shit, and I can't have roommates because they say I'm too stinky to live with because my parents never taught me how to piss or shit in the toilet. Your parents will think it's far more embarrassing to have a child that can't piss in the toilet than one that's transgender. Happy holidays.
Stop it. Get some help.
He's talking about happy holidays. Flipping hell. Happy birthday to me, eh? Watching this nonsense. But, I got to get a video out for you guys. Man. I don't even know what to say. Again, weird people saying weird things.
Okay, so today I had a conversation with a student. And she was ranting because she couldn't quite understand how no one else in class, my classes or in the school, has noticed and commented either or about the fact that I have a chest now. I'm small for most women, especially because they're my size. They're just barely technically B cups. I've been on hormones about a year, difference from most trans women. I'm bigger, so I have more body fat for my body to work with, to move around, to make things happen. So I kind of have a cheat code that way, because your body needs fat to work with to redistribute it.
Yeah, not that much, mate.
The main point is I just found it funny that one of my students, a teenager, was ranting to me about how it's so easy for her to notice. How come no one else has noticed? She's kind of got a point. And I'm not.
Okay, we're on YouTube.
Okay, explain.
I don't know. It's just it doesn't say the teacher, student, or anything. It's just a person.
I thought it said that one of my students.
Well, other students, I think. Like,
And what, they don't notice that they have boobs or something? Is that what they're
Oh yeah,
saying?
and they're this big,
Obese?
obese. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out another word to call. But anyway.
Nicest thing I could think of.
Yeah, and I mean, you wouldn't really be able to tell that they have a front, a front end gear, because They're so big.
That's still a weird thing to. I mean, see, it's attention seeking.
It is.
Like they say that they just want to be long and all that stuff, but you're attention seeking all the way through.
Yeah. It flat out is. It's attention. Yes.
Actually hiding. Purple curly hair, cat's eye glasses in the classroom, painted nails all the time,
You're
bracelets. I wear skinny jeans. I've worn women's dress pants a few times. Basically, I don't have any men's pants or anything, and then my shirts are fairly tight because that's where I'm comfortable. And even though I don't have the best body, I feel comfortable. But I do find it funny because she's kind of right. How did people not notice? How have they not noticed B cups yet? That's just my rant for today.
How the hell are these people being hired as teachers? Everything this person is speaking about has got nothing to do with actually delivering an education to those kids which you're there for. You talking about B cups and all this nonsense, that has nothing to do with those kids. Keep that behind closed doors. What you do is up to you. Leave the kids out of it. And I think anyone that's overweight has got a flipping chest, haven't they? Just talking about kids not noticing her boobs or his boobs, whatever. If that's not weird, I don't know what is.
Got a really important question to ask you. I went for my first ever bra fitting yesterday.
We don't do crack. We don't do that. Crack is whack.
Do you think that tax dollars should go towards trans surgeries? Yes.
Because it is a medical necessary surgery. Yes, I agree with that.
Every American's tax dollars should go towards trans surgeries.
If we have free health care, then health care should provide everything a person needs.
Alright, I just wanted to say, I mean, that one before it went over to this one was like just outrageously trans. That was a ridiculous look, and I want to give a shout out to Bo. I can just see his stuff here right now that he's showing. I hope it's this.
I found it.
I know, finally.
It's been months.
But I want to give a shout out to Bo. He has great content. Bo Diddle. If you don't know him, check him out.
W person. Really humorous.
Trans surgeries, whatever else that they need, it should go because they can't be happy in their own skin.
Okay.
And they got to be happy in their own skin, and we need to make sure that they are.
All we had to do was look at these two and just we just knew what they were going to say. Are we going to have the same thing for people who are insecure about their height? We're just going to start doing surgeries to make people 6'5", even though it could really mess their bodies up forever, and there's no going back from that. This is all nonsense, man. Everyone's tax going towards that. That's wild.
Oh, I ran off to a trans sanctuary state, and it was -15 when I woke up this morning, and it is currently like -8 or 9. And I'm just kind of wondering why none of the trans sanctuary places are like where it's warm and nice. I worked hard on growing those boobs.
Hey?
Why can't I show them off?
Yet again, suspicious people saying suspicious things, playing the victim and being weird. Seems to be the classic trend.
Are you gonna post this on Facebook, you weird?
Come on!
I'll have to say whatever the fuck I want.
Oh no. Walk away.
I have it on video. No, I can see that you guys have it on video. So what's gonna happen? With all respect.
So here's the damage.
Oh no.
So are we pressing? Yes. Destruction of private property.
Consequences of your actions.
After good behavior, 6 months in community service, the judge will drop it.
Alright, it's really good to see this type of stuff in action here. to see that there are consequences. These people are psychotic. They need help, and I mean, there's so many of them out there that think that they can. Sorry. They think that they can just get away with hurting people's stuff or debasing it, and there's nothing that's going to be done because they're part of that community.
Did you see that Elon Musk opened restaurants here in California?
Did he?
And he serves non-GMO foods. It's like a burger joint. He has.
Where is it?
It's LA. It's not processed food. Just go sit down and have my dinner. It's not processed foods, not GMO, all local produce and stuff.
That's awesome.
American made.
We're gonna have to try it.
And there was people there for the opening. You had to wait like an hour and a half to get in. But it's so futuristic. It's all futuristic. And they brought a lot of character back with it. The food looks freaking amazing. Even the bacon looks amazing, and we're not.
I'll have to do a video for it.
Also, there is 2 mecha suits inside.
I need the moves.
And one at the top that actually serves popcorn. Like it's a robot, and it serves popcorn.
Well, it's Elon. I mean, he is truly amazing with the technology that he has and what he's capable of.
Very Tony Starfish, It was pretty crazy.
It was comedic, him and Trump and their little feud, which hasn't gone anywhere now.
And people were protesting.
Yeah.
They were protesting this restaurant. So it's like, damned if you do, and damned if you don't. He splits away from the president, but they still have a problem with him.
Well, hopefully we'll get to see some of the big YouTubers then going and starting to see, see the protests and seeing all this stuff. Because, I mean, just look at what they were doing to the Tesla trucks.
It was James Club, I think.
Okay.
That reported on that.
Oh, I think I saw what video it would have been. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, people were there protesting. They were like laying on the Tesla cars and like beating them and stuff. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Ridiculous.
I was like, do you realize that Tesla existed before he took it over?
Yeah, he just came in, and I mean, he's been good for Tesla.
Yeah, I don't like Teslas.
No.
But it's like I'm not gonna like deface them or anything.
I've had not Teslas, but I've had the electric cars.
Right.
And I mean, they're not for us up here. We can't deal with it. It's just in order to charge it, you're sitting down in Bakersfield for another hour and a half, 2 hours waiting. Some of the charging stations you have to pay for, some you don't.
Yeah.
And it's if you want a faster charge, you have to pay for it.
Yeah, and if you're doing it here, you get like 30% if you freaking like charge it all night.
Yeah, because that's on a normal outlet. If you're gonna get one and charge it at your home, you're gonna want to put in $250 or $240 or whatever. Exactly. I mean, our grid here in California is already failing because of how many Teslas are around.
They do this thing where they turn off the electricity. Supposedly,
power safety shut-offs.
Yeah, supposedly to prevent fires and stuff. But we've had really, really, really bad wind, and they haven't turned it off. So
Yeah.
I think it's just them covering their ass because it's failing.
I think so too, and I know that a month ago or so, Elon had a big problem with his new internet, the Starlink, which is what we have. And ours actually was cutting out in and out that day.
But in like 3 years, that's like the most we've been in trouble.
Oh, exactly. And I mean, honestly, for people that live in the mountains like us, Starlink is one of the best things that could have ever come because it's all focused on, everybody's on like one satellite. So if you're in a city, the more people you have on it, the slower it's going to be. But like in the country, we've only got maybe 200 or 300 max that'll ever be on it, and that's really not that much for a satellite.
No.
So we'll never run at a slower speed, but in the cities, they're gonna start bogging down.
I mean, on a routine basis, we run all of our phones usually all on the grid at the same time.
Yep.
We have a TV that's running off the internet. You can stream and have that.
Yes.
And there's like
He has a school work during the day.
Right. There's no lag. There's no problem.
You know, I want to thank my dad, Grandpa Rick, for getting it for us. You know, he's the one that covers it. Otherwise, we wouldn't have it, and I wouldn't be doing these live streams. And
Exactly. And hopefully we'll get monetized soon and start being able to pay for that and expand a little bit.
exactly. You know, 'cause I'm back on now. We're gonna get serious. We're gonna get more stuff going. If I can find like protests or whatever, I'll try and see about getting to some of them. We're gonna get some content rolling. I got the San Francisco Pride. Watch that one. I mean, it's sickening.
He's asking a question.
What?
Is Factual Fridays back too?
No, not yet. Right now, we're focusing on Woke Wednesdays until we can build back up and stuff. And then,
Also, congratulate LongWalker's tomorrow's anniversary.
yes, tomorrow. No,
No, day after.
day after tomorrow.
Yeah,
Eight.
so we've been married for 17 years, we've been together for 20.
Yes, we have wonderful years.
Yeah, for sure. It's not.
Hey,
It's
we've had our issues, but I wouldn't change a thing right now.
It's not mixed shit. It's been rough sometimes. Out of duty and genuine love, we're still here.
Yep.
Not this false love that they try to spew now.
It's like love. This is love.
A biblical love.
Biblical love and a love for something more, something higher than ourselves.
Exactly.
You know, there's a point, there's a purpose to why you're here. You serve and you become better. That is what this life is about.
It's like Matt Walsh. When we do come back, I've got a collection of Matt Walsh. Like the past 3 weeks, he's had some really basic things to say. Like
Oh yeah, he's not holding back anymore.
about children, and he had one that was talking about, yeah, there is a duty. You do have a duty to have children. And he's
Yes.
like, apparently that's an inflammatory statement, but he said, a woman's primary job in this world, no matter how you want to slice it, whether it's religious or scientific, is to bear children.
Yes.
And
Because how else would the human race go on?
I don't exactly. And there's like a whole community of people that are, anti-natalists, saying that we need to cut back the amount of people. Here's the problem: it isn't overpopulation. It never has been. It never will be. We can support up to 10 billion people easily on this planet.
Yes.
We're only at 8 now, and it's definitely going to start declining. So the problem is overconsumption. And do you really think that the 30% of people that are like the elites that are hoarding all of the resources are suddenly magically just going to redistribute it to the rest of the world?
Exactly.
No, they're gonna keep hoarding all of the resources.
Yes.
It's not going to help anything. So you got to breed the resistance to be able to fight that by growing your own food, raising your own animals, making your own medicine, and to step away from that so that they don't have control of all the resources anymore.
Exactly.
It's not overpopulation.
It's not. No. See, that's. Hey, Sancho, glad you made it. You just came.
All right, welcome. But yeah, it's over. Somebody else's water. It's overconsumption, and
it's also like you're talking about with Matt Walsh. The stuff that we have, we got so much on him. I mean, there was the EBT things that's coming up now.
yeah, this the past week and a half,
Yeah.
2 weeks, he's just been just on it,
I mean, that's just it. So
Yeah, I'm gonna get a little collection of his most base things, but yeah, they ripped him for that one too, and I imagine that they do because I'm always following that as well.
Also,
Yes.
we have kittens too.
But
Maybe
kittens this season.
yeah, just ate some of the Mr. Beast chocolate. Check out Guru's channel for
What channel?
It's a new channel for the revealing of all the Mr. Beast Lunchables and some of the chocolate. He went through it. It was a good one. I bought it for him.
The lunch meat.
Yeah, lunch plate.
I actually ate it.
The new one is what? The Guru Show, right?
Guru Show.
The Guru Show, yes. That is his new channel. Go check it out. Subscribe. there's a lot of hot topics he'll be talking about, pretty much like some of the stuff that we go over.
It's IRL stuff.
Yeah.
And welcome to Montreal.
All of his in real life stuff, the talking points.
Yeah.
He got accused of being a follower of Andrew Tate, but he's never seen a single thing about Andrew Tate until today.
Yep.
And I will never watch it again.
All right, back to Super Saber. Let's see what he's up to.
I'm a full-time student. I'm coming back here in the summertime.
Nope. Next time you'll think not to do it.
Right.
Dude, like you can't
Donut.
find any peace in your heart and understanding for
I will let-
this is insane.
No, what was insane is what you did for no
what's
reason.
insane is that your friend is in a bunny suit and you're
Okay.
outside of a liberal arts school inciting you.
I'm on a public street and a public sidewalk on a public street.
Right.
I don't understand this.
This is probably the third or fourth flag that's been damaged.
In my studies and my future, though. Don't you think it kind of gets in the way of me growing and becoming as an individual?
Teachable moment.
What is a teachable moment?
Yes.
Yeah, it
What about
is.
your president that's literally getting indicted right now? What about that?
Oh, for what? The false charges? I'll tell you something. I live in Delaware.
I don't want to listen.
That's probably the first time that she's ever been held accountable for doing stupid shit. Can you find the peace in your heart to just let me go? She didn't have any peace in her heart when she was damaging his property. What a donut.
Collar guy. I want a blue collar guy. Okay. He's going to be a Trump supporter. They're all Trump supporters, y'all.
What's wrong
I'm
with
a
that?
dumb bitch, right? I have hope in my heart. So sometimes I give these guys a chance. And then they always reveal themselves to be Trump supporters. Hanging out with this guy who, gosh, he's so lovely. Making me laugh, cooking me dinner. We've been hanging out for a few months. He lives in a cabin in the woods that he built with his own 2 hands. And we were sitting in his hot tub, which he also built with his own 2 hands, and
That's
listening to
pretty
the
cool.
rain and looking at the stars and connecting and vibing. And then he brings up the 2024 election. This whole time, I'm hoping he's just anti-government. Not only is he conservative, he's conservative on social issues as well. It's one thing to be a fiscal conservative. It's an entirely other thing to be both. He had a whole bunch of weird, Fox News commentary about abortion. It was a bummer. I said, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to leave. And he was like, why? It just doesn't make sense, y'all. It just doesn't. I get fiscal conservatism, but what do you mean you don't believe in trans? What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
You're
we don't.
crazy. Why do you care? God, bring back anti-government rednecks. It's going to be sad for you.
Alrighty then, on this one, the woman wants anti-government rednecks brought back. They're still there, and that's the biggest thing. Is she's acting like an anti-government redneck would know or even give a care about trans.
Right. They'd actually be
Completely against
yeah,
it.
because
Most of them are still pretty Christian.
yeah, I was gonna say just because they're anti-government doesn't mean that they don't have their own little weird set of values that they've established for the past couple hundred years that they've been living out in the wild, And yeah, they don't like homosexuals, they don't like trans,
Yeah. We live near a bunch of them,
Yeah,
or
right.
we have. I mean,
Steve is
we've lost a lot of them now, but
Steve is libertarian, and it's hard for him to get his head around, Muslims and everything and
Yes.
stuff like that because they have formed their own opinions, and he's relatively anti-government.
Yeah.
But they form their own opinions about that, and they're really strong opinions.
Yeah. Exactly.
And yeah, they're not gonna be.
Yes. And yes, Joe, he's asking do we want his Instagram or Discord. You can send me a message via Gmail.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will. I've got a Discord now too.
Yeah.
Is it posted?
It's up. It's on that phone now. So,
But is it on my?
I don't know. I don't know if it is.
We'll see. We'll get it to you and stuff. I would not mind having you as a special guest on one of our episodes coming up, Sancho, if you're willing to. Always good having you around.
Downloading StreamYard is really helpful as well because then you can just join us right from StreamYard on your own.
Yeah.
Computer or phone or tablet.
you guys. It's gonna be sad.
A few moments later.
I know you're trying to just be an asshole right now, but of course I do. And I happen to have a very cool cat.
Why do people walk cats on leads? I don't know if that's a thing in some other places, but I always just find it weird. Cats can go out and do their own thing. You don't need them on a flipping lead, mate. Sounds like the date and everything was going well, but she put her feelings first and all this BS she's talking, like people will miss an opportunity with someone because they just don't agree with them. It makes no sense. Why can't people just have their own opinions and let people live how they want and have their own views that they want to have? She could be the queen of donuts right here. And then she did that. Not only did she do that, she made this video to make herself look even more stupid than what she already said.
Yeah, I'm muted during when the video's going. You can hear me now, right? Yes, it said LongWalker's, but I think you're muted. So I was talking to you.
I hope so. I'll see you guys on show. We've been talking, and it's like it's gonna suck if it wasn't catching up with us here.
Yeah, go in and find out. Yeah, so I can hear you now. Okay. Yes, we just have it muted during the video so that there's no overlapping sounds and stuff. And when I need to talk on here, I'll unmute it, pause it, unmute it, and talk and stuff. If you see my lips moving, otherwise I'm probably talking with the daughter-in-law in here. I'll catch you guys up as soon as I pause it again.
Sounded originally. And her saying he doesn't believe in trans, well, a lot of people don't. So she really needs to wake up and smell the coffee, mate. Telling him I'm sorry you feel that way instead of taking accountability for what I did. Hashtag women in male fields.
God, how I love this trend and how it's exposing how women love to project the things that they do, the things that define them as women onto men. And this one in particular is abso-freaking-lutely hilarious, because the reality is that the next time a woman, any woman, takes on even the slightest bit of accountability for anything, well, that will be the first time a woman, any woman, takes accountability for doing anything. Keep them coming, ladies. These are the best advertisements there are on why men need to avoid you and keep walking away that anyone could ever make.
Yeah, he has got a point. Women like this, man, being accountable is their kryptonite. It's just never going to happen. Ever.
No, but like, they're not going to take our antidepressant medications away, are they? Like, I will leave the country. Like, I'm not doing this.
Okay.
Like, you're not taking this shit from me. You already took.
Wow, okay, so this woman's going on about they're not going to take our antidepressant medication away from us, are they? Because I will leave the country if that's the case. It's like, I'm sorry, but bye.
Yeah, and now
And two-thirds of the people don't need the medication that they're on.
No. Gen Z takes more medications than like millennials and Gen Xers all put together. Just about every single one of them is on a cocktail of antidepressants, anti-anxieties, mood balancers, and all of this crap. Like the average Gen Zer has between 6 and 9 medications that they take.
Wow.
Which makes them ineligible for the army. It makes them
Yes.
ineligible for work. They have all these invented mental illnesses like time blindness.
Yes,
shit like that.
yeah, all that new stuff that you would hear.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. The Gen Z stare.
Yes, exactly. And it's ridiculous. They don't need it.
No.
And they're young.
But see, it's this new thing of not wanting to take accountability is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
You know, they figure, oh no, you know, time blindness, that's what I have. It's not that I always run late, it's not that I don't care.
No.
I've got this thing and it stops me.
Exactly. Yeah, no accountability.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, I had to learn quite a bit of that too.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a lot.
It's just a process. You
know? And you know, it really sucks because growing up, I had a lot of issues with that because if I had a commitment, my parents would hold me to it.
Right.
It's like, oh, I was taking guitar lessons, and then one Saturday, it's like early morning. You don't want to go? Okay, you don't have to. You go just back to sleep. That was it.
I know.
So why would I stay committed when it's like, oh well, you don't have to. Oh, you don't have to. Instead, like with our son here, Guru. You know, the other morning he didn't feel like going to work, and I'm like, well, then you're not going to get paid. You're not going to get your money. So get up, let's go.
Choose, you know, and it's like, I don't want to hear you complaining about it if you can't pay for something. You know?
Yeah.
And if you have them that they want something, it's your job to at least push them and keep them on that. I mean, you don't have to be so rigid that they're like breaking down and like having like legitimate anxiety attacks or whatever. Then there's a problem. But it's your responsibility to hold them to that goal that they wanted. And for me, I was raised with knowing if I failed, something could die.
Exactly.
You know, I was responsible for actual legitimate lives,
and I mean, you were pushed too far too.
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, and I did lose some animals, you know, because of that. And that really sticks with you because like that is literally my fault that being is gone. You know, it is dead because of me, and that's a really hard pill to swallow, but it stops you from doing it again.
Exactly, it really makes you think twice.
It's like that was a living, breathing creature, now it's gone because of me.
Yes.
Yeah, it says, hold on, it says Gen Z faces significant mental health challenges. Over a third, 34% are currently taking prescription medication for their mental health, and 60% are on some form of medication to manage their mental health. Stimulants like Adderall, Ritalin has increased among Gen Z, with some facing risks of misuse and addiction. There's a growing trend among Gen Z to opt for over-the-counter drugs rather than prescriptions, and they show a preference for natural plant-based ingredients in their supplements and medications. I mean, I guess that's prescriptions, and they show a preference for natural plant-based ingredients in their supplements and medications. I mean, I guess that's good.
Yeah.
But it said they also prefer brand name drugs over generics, even though they're more expensive.
Yeah.
So it's just a fad.
It is. It's a big fad. You know, and it's like what the doctors want to push and get the money for next. You know, within our period, the pain pills are very popular.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of our parents were on them. We have been on them.
And then before that trickled down.
Yeah, and that trickled down. And it's like the doctors are like, oh yeah, oh you got that little ache in your leg. Oh come here, let's prescribe this for you.
Right.
Here, just take this. You'll be fine. And let's numb what the problem is.
Right. Like, this stuff is great if you have a broken bone, or you're recovering from surgery, or anything like that. But beyond that, absolutely not. Not for chronic use.
I mean, I barely took anything from my motorcycle crash, and I crushed my foot.
Yeah. I mean, we have an amazing ability to cancel out pain and heal when we allow ourselves to.
We do.
But when we start putting pills on, yeah, you're right. You don't know, like, you don't have a normal, like, threshold of pain tolerance, you know. So, yeah, I think that people take them too much for anything.
Yes. All right, Sancho said, Long Walker family, what are the chances that I, an inspiring content creator, find you guys? There's a lot of potential here.
It's good.
Yeah.
There are no coincidences.
No. You're put into a path for a reason, and, you know.
Weird.
Exactly, and I'm so glad that you came across this, and hopefully we'll get more people, and we'll be able to grow and get out there. I mean, the world needs more of it.
Yeah.
You know, we're having a big setback with the LGBTQ T plus whatever. You know, the LGB is one thing. You know, they're even getting tired of all the rest.
Yeah.
And they're pushing back. I've got a lot of creators that we follow that are just so sick and tired of it.
Yeah, there's so many that are either gay, lesbian, or trans.
Yeah.
And I've watched a bunch of like Reddits from random people and everything. And like, this is just got to stop. This is like setting us back for all the work that we did for all those years to get equal rights. Now you guys are coming along and causing problems that there just weren't there before.
No,
you know, like
a lot of them are just attention seekers.
Yeah.
The biggest one that I know of, and this one stepped back, thankfully, but we'll see for how long, and that's Lily Tino.
Yeah, I think
Lily Tino is so there for the attention.
I think it's coming back. I think she's doing something.
Because she's getting sued, I know.
Yeah.
Like, she's in big trouble. I mean, she's been around kids at Disneyland. It's...
And going into women's bathrooms and
yeah.
He looked like a predator before he was the transition.
He did, yes.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Alright, let's get back to this. Otherwise I'll be talking forever.
Federal protections away for my fucking uterus. If you're gonna take a one thing keeping me afloat on this fucking thing, I might go fucking crazy.
Yet again, another liberal saying if it doesn't go the way they want, they're going to leave the country, which they're probably never going to do.
I hope you go over there and get your little brain all scrambled up with PTSD and then come back.
I guess this is why no one pays her to think. Anyways, good morning to everybody who didn't decide to take their clothes off for money, give themselves trauma over taking their clothes off for money, complain about it on national TV, and then continue to do it. To the men complaining about her, remember, you guys are responsible for her. You made her famous.
Well, let's be honest here. She's the root of the problem. Of course, men consuming what she was doing is bad, but she is the root of the problem. And as some of you know, I've mentioned it in a video before, me being someone who was diagnosed with PTSD, hearing her say the things she's saying, it does anger me. It does. But it's something that I could rant on about for a long time. I'm going to spare you guys of that one. But, you know, if I said the same thing about women, you wouldn't see that video. But it's fine when women mock men's mental health problems.
I don't give a if my girlfriend goes and f***s another guy, because I know she's coming back to me at the end of the night. Because we love each other. Because I'm a cool fucking person. I know that. If I'm not gonna gatekeep the out of who my girlfriend, do you think I'm gonna chase you around?
I would love to debate this guy, but even though you can't really have a debate, because as soon as you say you're cool with your missus being around and battering up other people, that you can't say anything anymore. You can't. You should never listen to any man who says that, because no real man would be cool with that and be comfortable with that. This guy, Destiny, he is the king of wet wipes, the king of betas. He really is.
I look so cute wearing this makeup. I'm going to need one of y'all to bite the bullet and just fall in love with me already.
What the fuck are you doing?
I spent 14 consecutive hours getting ran through, and now I'm going to be doing 24 because I'm going to be going for the world record early February next year. I'm going to go for 1,000.
She is the prime product of modern feminism and women empowerment. A lot of women are complaining about what she's doing, but these are the same women that said that sleeping around and sleeping with a bunch of people makes you feel empowered. So
congratulations, you played yourself.
Eric Discordia here. So listen up. Today, I went to the drugstore to get myself some medications. And while I was there, I ran into this person who came up to me, and they were like 70 years old. And they told me how brave I was being simply for being out as myself in the world, getting my medications. Now, I talked to them, and I've come to find out that this woman, trans woman, who is presenting at the time as a man, they have served this country for 30 years. They continued living with dysphoria for 30 years in order to continue being able to serve this country, right? They served in 3 different wars. This person was in Vietnam, okay? And they thought I was so brave that they couldn't be as brave as I am. That's ridiculous that you guys have made this world a place where I have to evince as bravery that a person who's
So a dude that dresses as a woman is braver than a war veteran. Right.
seen war 3 different places 3 different times, that person thinks I'm braver than they are.
Alright, one more thing. I don't know if I told you guys but I've been diagnosed with something similar to PTSD. I hate it when people just unnecessarily diagnose themselves. Yes, I agree. I mean, as far as like the PTSD goes, you know, we've got Guru here who was bit by a dog, ripped his leg open, and I mean, he has what's very similar to PTSD.
Oh, he has PTSD.
Yeah.
I have PTSD from long-term stuff. You have PTSD from long-term stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I mean, mine was mostly from that incident with Coda.
Yeah, the big incident with Coda. I mean, that was.
And there's triggers for sure. And,
Yeah.
And it's like, but it's not anybody else's job to go tiptoeing around. It's up to us to manage our triggers and to learn to work through it. And then you get people that, hell, they say that they have dissociative identity disorder, which is so rare. There's all these channels where they say that they have all these different alters and they can just switch back and forth and they have a dialogue.
Those are crazy.
And that just pisses me off.
Yeah, because all they're doing is they're trying to bank on other people's misfortune.
So people like all of us, you know, in our struggles, you know, that's bullshit.
Yes.
You know, because then it's like you bring that up and you get the eye roll of like, oh, well, here's another one. You know, or me too, and mine's worse. You know,
Exactly.
it's like, God, you have no idea. You
No.
know, I mean, the struggle is real.
And just because you want to say one is worse than the other, it might not be. I mean, for different people, different things are going to be worse. What's worse for you might not be worse for somebody else later on.
It's like the incident that happened with the fire that came through the Erskine fire.
Yes.
And so many people lost everything in that little community in Kelso, right? And including myself, my car didn't ever work right again, and I lost all of Tristan's baby stuff.
Yes.
I lost my grandparents' El Caminos. All of that history was gone, and there was stuff that I've been saving for our home here that was gone. And I posted about how distraught that I was, and all I got back was, you know that there's people in South Lake that lost everything. And I'm like, you know that it doesn't matter, right? Because those people were rich. They had freaking insurance. Those were usually second homes.
Exactly.
You know, like, it's not the same. You know,
No,
it's like,
not.
for us there, we didn't have insurance. And the stuff that burned, there was absolutely no way to replace it.
Yeah.
You know, and to me, that's worse.
It is by far. And it's like, if they want to go that route, look at Havilah.
Right, same
Havilah
thing.
was very poor, most of them.
Same thing.
And so much of that was lost. I've got new video coming of what it looks like now, a year later.
Yeah.
But it's like, there's only one house in that area that actually is starting to be rebuilt that I know.
And they had a fair amount of money.
Yeah, she's a vet.
Yeah, so
Owns her own business in Lake Isabella.
right, and it's like you know you cannot compare that. Like,
No.
What might seem just like a little drop in the bucket to you, that was somebody's entire life.
Exactly.
I've never been able to replace those things.
No.
And it still affects me to this day. You know, because we just don't have we didn't have the insurance, we didn't have means to like to take care of that.
Those El Caminos are gone.
And like his first baby blanket is gone. All of the stuff that I could have used for emotion is gone.
Yeah.
You know, but then it's like they're like so insensitive to say that, well, that's nothing because other people lost more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be replaced.
Exactly.
You know, like hollowed out houses that they use for vacations is not the same as somebody's entire life being wrapped up into their property.
That's exactly right.
You know, and that's exactly how they come at you with the whole mental health thing. It's like, oh, mine's worse than yours because this happened to me and this happened to me. And it's like, it doesn't matter.
I know.
Trauma is trauma, and
it is. That's exactly right.
And it eats you away, you know.
Yes. You know, people need to understand and open their eyes to a
and
lot
have
more.
true compassion
Yes.
for one another, you know.
And what does it matter if, well, that's not as bad, or that's not, when somebody is sharing what they lost or what they went through, that's just like anybody with PTSD. I don't care, even if it's just from like
a car crash
or a nicked finger when they were young and they have PTSD from it. They still have issues from it.
Yeah.
That is what matters.
It's still disruptive. It's like the lady up the road coming down here and telling me that my dogs trigger her when they start howling, and I need to try and keep them quiet. And I'm like, okay, they howl like 3 times a day for like less than a minute. And she sends this thing back, well, imagine, you know, having to go through this, you know, 3 times a day. It feels like I can't breathe and I can't walk. And it's like, that is your problem. There are other dogs in this neighborhood that freaking bark.
Yeah.
You know, you're telling me that those don't trigger you? You know, they bark all night long. That doesn't trigger you? Only my dogs do? Too bad, lady. You know, like, that is not my responsibility to tiptoe around your triggers.
Yeah, she was fine for a while.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. I had another thing going with that, but I lost it. But it was just kind of like, what? You know, I'm sorry. I mean, I'll do my best, but, you know, it is what it is. That you can't stop them. This is their life. But then she goes and calls animal control, which sends me into serious PTSD.
Yes.
And to the point where I literally can't function. I'm sitting on the floor. I'm crying. I'm shaking. I can't breathe. My gut is in my throat because of the wrongs that have happened. And it ends up costing us like thousands of dollars in fees. It has real world repercussions where she just has a little bit, you know, like, you need to get your shit under control.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're always trying to compare. You know, and I told her that I too had PTSD. No, mine is worse. Mine affects me more. You know.
Well, it's because we live in that day and age of me, mine, and that's the biggest issue that we have in this country.
Mm-hmm. Mine is worse.
Yeah, mine's worse.
Yep.
Sure.
That is stupid and ridiculous. We have to fix this.
It's really hard to believe that a lot of this stuff actually happens. Like, you just want to believe it's a joke because that's how it looks, but it isn't. People believe this and live this way. That's the crazy thing.
What do y'all think? Does white privilege exist?
Yes.
Absolutely. Would you guys support paying reparations?
Yeah.
Well, I want to give you guys the opportunity, actually. This is my friend Topher. If you want to pay reparations or help the Black community.
So if y'all can, I need lunch today. So y'all have $20 I can grab.
Don't have my wallet on.
This face says it all, doesn't it? And there's not a lot of brain cells in there to comprehend the answer they're going to get.
It is so funny because even Bo has done this before. And it's like they bring that up, and it's like, okay, you guys are willing to pay the what do you call it, repercussions?
Reparations.
Yeah, you're willing to pay that. Well, here's your chance. Go ahead. But it's like they're always, well, I don't have my wallet on me today. I don't have cash on me today. I don't. There's always excuses.
Mm-hmm. He's the wrong kind of black guy. That's why.
Exactly. When he's wearing a MAGA hat too, I think, because it's red.
Yeah.
So. Tells you a lot right there. I love it. I love it when people do this and bring stuff up about this.
Preview to a drawing on my second channel, my art channel. This is about.
You can see it.
I get that?
I do. That looks good. Yeah, this is brilliant.
Because a lot of these people don't really agree with a lot of the nonsense they actually say. They just say what they think they should say instead of actually telling the truth.
Do you think a man is less of a man if he can't change a flat tire?
I do think so. Me and my roommates talk about it all the time, and that's one of the qualities we look for in a man, just to know that we can be safe and protected with them.
Is a woman less of a woman if she can't?
But I thought we were equal. So can't she change a tire? Because, you know, I'm all about equality, same as them.
Cook a meal from scratch.
No,
Why is there a difference?
because I don't know how to cook a meal from scratch. So,
What if a man doesn't know how to change a tire?
well, I guess it's okay. But if a man wants a woman who can cook, then they shouldn't date me.
Wow, what an absolute catch. This is why the passport bros are a real thing. You know, it's just.
I'm glad it feels good being back. It feels good for me too. I'm so glad to be back and doing it all. You know, we'll a lot to go through. Keep the comments. I love it, Sancho. And you know, for this, it's so funny that they say stuff like this. It's like, oh, a guy can't change a tire, then he's not for me. Can you cook a meal from scratch?
Mhm.
Oh no, I can't do that. So then, what? I mean, if the guy can't
What
change,
value are you? You know,
Yeah.
like that's one of the first things. Even girls that I knew that I would hang out with, like Tawny and stuff, they couldn't cook for the shit. And I remember even sitting there, like literally saying it the exact same. Like, what value are you? Like, what do you bring to the table?
Yeah.
Like I always say, just because you can get on all fours doesn't mean that you're the table.
I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, well, yeah, they are at the table, and that's what they know.
I'm on a couch, but.
Wow.
But can you bring peace to your household?
Yeah.
Can you shepherd them righteously for the right reasons, not because you want something, but because you want better for them, and better for the family? Can you cook?
Yeah.
Can you raise children? Can you train animals? You know, like.
Exactly.
Otherwise, literally, what value do you bring to the relationship?
Otherwise, you need to find out what you're capable of
Mm-hmm.
and get back to people.
Mm-hmm.
Not this. Oh no, I just want a man that can do this. Oh, I want a man that brings in 6 figures.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so do you bring peace to the home?
Right.
No.
Can you minimize cost while maximizing resources?
Yeah.
You know, so that money actually goes further in the household. Are you willing to sacrifice to do that?
Yeah.
Can you sew? You know, you make your own products. I mean, what do you do?
Exactly.
To help the situation instead of just taking what he has to offer and acting like you're some entitled princess.
Exactly.
It's just for
Same as a man, he should be able to defend his woman, protect her. She should feel safe with him. A woman who can't cook or do any the essential stuff that a woman should do. That's a controversial statement. I know some people will say, "Oh, you can't say that." There's nothing wrong with wanting a woman who can cook. It's fine to not know how to do it and learn. But the women who are like, "No, never doing it. Do it yourself." Just give those ones a miss, mate.
Female inmates at a Minnesota prison are being forced to share showers with a 53-year-old man convicted of murder. Genevieve Gluck with Redux is reporting that Bradley Richard Servio, who is serving a
If someone's guilty and had a look, it's this guy right here.
life sentence for beating a man to death with a hammer before lighting the house on fire to cover up.
I mean, that is absolutely insane. It's, you know, it's like I did see though that they are finally sending 3 male inmates back to a male prison that were in a female thing.
I mean,
because Trump ordered
I
them
was
to
gonna
go
say,
back.
we're like 6 months into administration
Yeah.
now, and it's like they're just getting around to that, you know? That sucks.
TBH, I don't know how to change a tire on all vehicles, but still, just because I can't change a tire doesn't mean I'm less of a human. They say you are servants to me without saying it.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Right.
This crime was transferred into Minnesota's only women's only prison, MCF Shakopee, last year after he began identifying as trans. Female inmates report feeling violated that they are forced to shower with Servio, who admittedly.
Well, it's funny because I bet on the outside, some of these women agreed that, you know, and they stood up for trans and they believed in it. As soon as they locked in a prison with him, that quickly goes out the window, doesn't it?
Had anger issues when he was housed in the male estate. One female inmate, whistleblowing under the name Letitia, said, quote, "No surgery has been done whatsoever. He is fully a man and still has a man's body part attached to him. He acts like a man, sounds like a man, behaves like a man. It's because he's a man." Bradley Servio said, "I've been on hormones and wearing women's underclothes." Prison officials ignored the concerns of women like Letitia, who was reportedly told, quote, "There's nothing the authorities can do about it unless something really happens to me." At least 6 men have now been transferred into the Minnesota Women's Prison since 2023, half of whom are serving or have served time for charges related to the of children. Another woman inside, going by Carrie, said, quote, "I just don't understand why the Department of Corrections would put violent men and sex offenders around all these women." Bradley Servio, who calls himself Aurora, was transferred into the women's prison 5 months before the state's new
That's an interesting looking woman right there.
gender identity policy was put into place, meaning they sent him there to live and shower with women because they wanted to. The trans activist.
This guy is playing the system. He knows what he's doing. He's probably having a field day over there. He's playing them at their own game. And the people...
Female inmates are forced to shower. 2 men. Well, I want to go back to prison. I've never been. I'll stay away, thank you.
that agree with this and voted for this, this is what they wanted. So they shouldn't be, a lot of these people complaining in the comments, they voted for this and they agreed with this. They were out in the streets protesting about it. So you can't complain about it now. This is what you get.
Nonprofit group Gender Justice, whose 2022 lawsuit against the Minnesota Department of Corrections brought about this policy change, received nearly $500,000 in taxpayer funding from Governor Tim Walz's administration as part of a settlement. Gender Justice argued that the Department of Corrections was discriminating against yet another trans-identified male inmate, Christina Lusk, by housing him with other men in the male estate and denying him access to sex reassignment procedures, including vaginoplasty. The new policy also forces female staff to perform strip searches and pat-downs on these male inmates, as it states that, quote, incarcerated people who are transgender, gender diverse, intersex, or non-binary may request that they receive pat or unclothed body searches from security staff of a specific gender. As female inmate Carrie stated, it's sad that the staff doesn't care about how we as women feel.
Like I said throughout the video, there's so many people complaining, rightfully so. This stuff, it's absolutely absurd how this has even happened. And the people that agree with this, voted for this, say, yeah, it's fine, they can be in there. How do those people sleep at night? And I guarantee you some of those women in that prison, like I said, they probably agreed with all this nonsense with trans and all that. And now they've got to live with it and deal with it. And they're locked behind closed doors with one of them, a violent one. All that stuff's quickly gone out the window. And they got funding from US tax-paying dollars. That is crazy. How this stuff happens, I don't know.
You guys do not have medical degrees. You have not. So do all transgenders need medical degrees? No, I think exactly. If you're going to make... So you're trying to say we're not qualified to speak on this issue. Yep. But all the people that are saying that they're, whatever, I singular they, which is one of the things they say, right? They don't have a medical degree. I care when you say gender ideology is bad biology. Because to make that claim, you have to have qualifications. No, which you don't.
No, you don't.
If you read our I am very familiar with this type of literature, and I'm very familiar with your arguments, and I'm very familiar on how ignorant they are. Because you haven't read it yet.
So what about the American College of Pediatricians?
You read this? Yes.
How about the American College of Pediatricians? Are they ignorant?
If you want to sway me to your side, you need to provide me resources for me to believe you. No!
It's got plenty of sources on the back.
This person on the right, I mean, if you could draw up what these people look like, it is that person right there, carrying like 50 little pride flags as well.
I just want, it's a bit too, as long as
They started blaring rock music because they have no arguments.
Yeah.
Gender ideology contradicts basic biology.
Do you not know what intersex people are? Right. And that actually, I just pointed you to the source, which talks.
Hey, this guy's got a Nintendo 64 hoodie on. Mate, that was my favorite console. As a Nintendo gamer, we don't claim him. We don't claim him.
It's about intersex people, okay? Individuals with DSD, disorders of sex development, do not constitute a third sex. Okay, I agree. You have a source, I don't. Your source came from your organization. Congrats. I don't have the easy ability to just pop out sources from an organization because I'm not part of one. I'm not part of a LGBT pride organization. Well, I'll tell you why you can't find a source. No, there is none.
Yeah. Why don't you use the main source, mate? Your flipping brain. I know you got one up there. It might be this small, but I know you got one up there, mate.
Drag Queen Storytime readers, he said, Drag Queen Storytime is the grooming of the next generation. Does that concern you?
Yes, that concerns me.
Thank you. All right. So that should not be happening. But that is what.
But that doesn't.
That is what is happening.
You're pointing out these specific examples
all across the country.
No. You are.
I can give you a handful.
You give one example and say it applies to
give you another example.
That's not how that works.
The Drag Pride Parade.
All right. I'm being used for your video.
They said we're coming for your children
because you're coming with facts prepared by your organization.
I do have facts.
It is very easy for you to win these arguments.
And we're based on biology.
What a
We're not
donut.
based on biology. Chromosomes. It is not as straightforward as you think. Use Google Scholar. Do you know what Google Scholar is? Do you know what Google Scholar is?
There's only two sexes, and gender ideology is delusion.
You're completely ignorant. You can't keep up with biology. You aren't welcome. Yes, you are not welcome. You're not students. You're not related to students. You are not welcome. Bye.
You're on the street, mate.
Since it's the welcome center, and you're not welcome enough.
Gotcha, bitch.
A lot of these people, it's always, oh my god, it has to be the ideology, that's all real. And it's just insane. It's like, there's two genders, okay? Maybe three if you want to. Because you do have the intersex. Intersexes do exist.
It's not,
they're rare.
I get what you were saying before. Like, it isn't really a gender itself.
No, it's not.
You're going to swing one side
Or
or
the other.
particularly as you.
Yes.
Okay, because, I've seen intersex women that have facial hair and sometimes a micro penis, but they are still technically women because over 80% of them is compromised, female.
Yes.
So, yeah, they're going to swing one to the other as they age. So, yeah, I don't know, I guess you could have that in between if you really want to push it, maybe.
Yeah.
But really, there still is just two.
Exactly.
Not 76, not 128.
I know. They try to say, because it's like they'll just make up whatever they possibly can. It's like, yeah, that's a gender. Yeah, that's a gender.
There's been some crazy genders.
He said, I know, guys, I just don't know how else to point out on how the left wing like that are bad. Not only do they spew out constant dish gallops, but also they are just immoral. Yes, I agree.
It really is.
These people have no reason to be on this earth besides the abominations. They show you how not to be.
Apora gender describes a non-binary gender. Non-binary, meaning you don't identify with either side, right? That is distinct from man, woman, or any combination of the two.
Well, yeah, because again, see, when you're getting into this, you're breaking a gender down more than you need to. Gender. You literally have the two. You have your male, you have female. These non-binary, all these ones are just not a gender. That's just
it's an expression.
It's a subcategory.
Right.
You're still within that male-female capacity.
Well, listen to this one. Xenogender. This identity describes a gender that is not easily understood through human concepts of gender. It might be related to animals, objects, or other non-human things. You know that if it's overcomplicated, that it's evil.
Yep.
Because the truth is simple.
Truth is very simple.
And it's also quiet. And these people are neither simple nor quiet. So.
One of my idols has always been intersex. They are my muse, but other than that, I am treat them as humans.
Yeah, I mean, like, it definitely happens. I mean, for sure, I've had animals like that, and it's interesting.
Yeah.
You know, and the ones that I've seen and met and everything, they have a totally different mindset than us.
They do, by
You know,
far.
it's not like you have to respect my pronouns kind of attitude. It's
Exactly.
I'm me, I'm unique, I'm existing in this world alongside everybody.
Yes.
That's the end of it.
Exactly.
But the other ones are demanding.
I know.
That
They go through and it's like, no, it's like, you will listen to me. You know, oh, I am right. You are wrong. You're down, down here.
Yeah, it's not about equal rights. It's about elevating themselves above everybody else.
You know, and oh my God, females are treated so poorly. We're gonna change that, and these chauvinistic males they're gonna step down to us.
I watched an Isaac with him today because Guru's third channel is kind of focusing on how women treat men and everything. And so he's come back with the way he feels about it. And he's gotten already negative comments from women saying, well, that seems really insincere and, uneducated and, you seem really insensitive. But then we watched this thing from Isaac today about women that hate men. And you want to talk about being...
I know.
Like, insensitive?
Yeah.
You know, there was one woman talking about the male loneliness epidemic and how she's like, I don't give a fuck about it. Go talk to your buddies about it because it's you guys that are in that problem. Women don't have anything to do with that. I'm like, well, then who does? Because it's some woman somewhere, I can guarantee it.
Exactly.
That put the men in that kind of position. And then they want to be child-free because they want to live their life. They don't want to serve anything else. And they say, like, well, I have a really bad mental state. I suffer from depression. I suffer from anxiety. What would happen if I brought a child into this world?
Oh my God, I know, you hear that so much. It's like, oh, well, you really want the kids to have this. You want them to see this. It's like, oh, what if they saw me, incapacitated or...
Well, that was me. I suffered from extreme anxiety, extreme insomnia, extreme depression. I did not want children. I did not want a boy. And then he comes into my life and saves it.
Yeah.
Changes everything about everything that I ever thought about men and fixed it.
Yeah.
So what if the very thing that they're missing in their life, they're denying?
Exactly.
The thing that could save them, that could stop the mental illness, that could stop the fucking insomnia, anxiety, depression, they're pushing it away.
Well, yeah, because it's demonic.
Yeah.
That's a demonic take, and the things don't want that to happen. They want to try to take over the world more than they already have.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it's being pushed back again.
Right.
To be shoved in a corner again, like it used to be.
The birth rate thing is still a matter of contention.
Yeah.
Because you've got these people let the birth rate plummet to hell, and it's like...
Yeah, these child-free by choice. You've got the dinks.
Dual income, no kids.
Yeah. And you got all this stuff, and they're trying to push this agenda. Let's not have kids because, our mental illness is so bad, and this and that, but what if the kids were to fix it?
Right, exactly.
I have heavy resentments against people who are with abortions and people made of that.
Yeah.
I have extreme resentments.
I know, and so he voices that. He voices his opinion, and they've already come for him on a channel that only has 14 subscribers.
Literally fucking proving my points.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how you know you're on the right track.
Yeah. If people are giving me that negative attention, I prove my point that you guys are idiots.
Yes, exactly.
Idiots, and they're...
This is what we've raised.
And they don't deserve...
And if he wants to voice his opinion, I mean, it'll help. It'll be kind of a good record of how he thinks now compared to how he thinks in a couple of years, too.
Exactly.
And so he has every right to say what he wants to say.
He does.
Because everybody else has the right to say what they want to say. The difference is that women are celebrated for it, and the men are torn down.
Exactly. They're like, oh no, they can't be because they think that every man is Andrew Tate. You know.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
And there's not a hell of a lot wrong with what he has to say.
No, there really isn't. I mean, he still is a good role model. Just he needs to tone it down a bit.
Yeah, and I think because there's a lot of humor behind it, that's
Yeah.
why that they cannot pick up on it.
Exactly. Yeah, his is the dry humor. You know.
And they're so serious. Feminists are so serious. They have no sense of humor, and it's like, so they don't get anywhere with it because they just don't get it.
In fact,
Ryan Gosling, wasn't it? They're so serious.
I was actually called an incel.
Yes, that's right.
In my comments.
Already.
Somebody already called me an incel. And then we tore her down, and she was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to let go. Who the fuck calls a 15-year-old an incel, even if you're 15?
Exactly.
How would you like it if I called you an
Ridiculous.
SLUT?
Oh, 304.
304.
There you go, 304.
Like, how would you like that? You fucking like it?
Right.
You like that? Or fucking F-faces.
Don't let them get you down. Don't let the bastards wear you down.
Exactly.
No, I'm working right now.
It's like a zoo. Oh, there he is, the White Knight. I've never seen someone try and walk up to someone, get in their face whilst doing nothing at the same time, and didn't look like that was a plan to do anything. It's funny how the guys speaking facts, they all look normal, and everyone else saying the opposite. They look weird. We want love, no hate. Not sure about that one, pal. Oh, rolling his sleeves up. That's funny. He's pulled out the rosary. It's funny because I carry the exact same thing with me all the time to protect myself from evilness. This guy's doing the right thing. But let me tell you something. Guys who have stood there and they just keep doing this, rolling their sleeves up, unzipping, zipping their hoodie up, trying to look tough and intimidate you. That's all it is. They don't want to fight. They're just doing the whole tough guy act. That's what this donut is doing here on the left. What the? We're dealing with it. You just damaged someone's car. They literally did a crime in front of those police officers. You know, one of them was trying to instigate something, and they were damaging a random person's car, and the cops were just like, yeah, we're dealing with it. Don't worry about it. Man. And I found it funny how this guy said, we want love, no hate here. these people show anything but that, and they really don't practice what they preach.
I need to know how many other millennial Libra bisexual girlies didn't get diagnosed with ADHD until later in life, because all of the symptoms of ADHD just correlate with being a millennial Libra bisexual girly.
Libra bisexual girlies. Wow. I've heard it all now. Every time I come on here and do these videos, I hear different pronouns and things every day.
Would you say that it's God or the devil who prefers you do only? Which one?
I don't think any, probably the fucking devil, to be honest.
Yeah, probably the devil. So if the devil wants you to do only, what would God prefer you do?
No, do only.
Oh, so then, and are you consciously doing only on purpose, even though you know that this is against God's preference?
Yeah, and like I said,
and your father is the devil. Do you understand that? Your father is the devil. If you say, my father, the devil, wants me to do this thing, and I'm going to keep doing it, that is your father. Your father is not God. Your father is the devil.
All right, you caught me.
It's pretty simple stuff. But a lot of these people that do OF and they try and have an argument about it, they don't seem like the brightest of people. Anyone with half a brain cell wouldn't even get into that line of work in the first place. So she's not really got a good standing for a solid argument.
Wait, what are you doing? Oh my God, fight! There's a fight! We're grabbing sides! Hey, film this! Film this! Do not steal the sides! Oh, I like this. This is good. This is good.
Peace and love.
Oh, wow! Thug live.
The sign is gone.
Wow. That was wild. All right, guys, that was fun. Yeah, Gwen! Give it up for Gwen! She was like a freaking safety, just,
These are the same people that do these things, commit crimes, and then when the police arrest them and they're held accountable, they play the victim. I mean, make it make sense.
Hi, I am Reverend Lazarus Justice Jameson, and I am proud to be the co-founder of Profane Holiness Community Care. My pronouns are they, them. I am a trans masculine psych here in Portland, Oregon, but I am from St. Louis, Missouri. I am a trans refugee. I come to this work because I did
Trans refugee? What?
political organizing, and religious organizing with trans, queer, and otherwise marginalized folks in St. Louis for half a decade, and now I am excited to be doing that again here in Portland. It seems like here in Portland that there is this super big need for spiritual care for marginalized folks. Trans people deserve rituals. Like kinky folks deserve spiritual care, right? Leather, poly folks, sex workers, like everybody else left behind, deserves community, right? We do. We deserve community where we can be together, love one another, and work on our spiritual life together.
I've really heard it all now. The only person who's worthy of holiness and praise, love, worship, everything is our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. All the other nonsense she's talking about is waffle. Our Lord is the only one worthy of that.
And you would have been happy about that?
Well, I wouldn't know, would I?
Yeah, because you're a loser. You want to kill more babies that'll never have an existence.
Well,
that's what you want. So are you happy that you're born? Are you happy that you're born? Are you happy that you were born?
Everyone's happy.
Exactly. So let them be born.
Taylor Green advocates for violence. You're advocating for violence. You're a loudmouthed loser.
You're the one that's advocating for violence. You want to murder babies. So you're the loser.
I do not. I'm against abortion.
Then why are you not supporting her? Look at that. That's all he amounts to.
I just don't understand how people can just willingly say that about unborn babies. Like, I don't know. It's just weird and it just sounds evil, really. And like this guy, he's walking around in a protest and then he says he agrees with Alex. So why is he even there? And that's the thing. A lot of these people don't even know why they're there.
Can we please normalize men coming up to women again? I'm so annoyed that the feminist movement and all these like very entitled females now made it like almost basically impossible for a man to never not seem creepy. And I'm just like, here, like, what the heck? If you don't come up to me, I think you're a weak man. And you may not be. You probably aren't, because it'd be impossible for every man to be a weak man, especially at the gym that I go to. But, damn. The feminists really, really ruined men need things. Shame on you.
Yep, you can blame feminists for that one. And this seems to be like a yo-yo effect of, oh, I want men to approach me, and then the next minute they'll say they don't want to be approached, then the next day they say they want to be approached, then the next day they say they don't want to be approached. You've really got to play Russian roulette. Like, if she finds you attractive and all that stuff, she's going to say you're charming, it's amazing, you're amazing, you're cute, all the list of things. If she finds you a little bit unattractive or weird, or she doesn't like the flipping shoelaces that are in your shoes, she's going to call you a creep and a weirdo. She's going to ridicule you. She might even post a photo of you saying, watch out for this creep. Guys just aren't risking it anymore.
I think there's a conflation between that if you're not alive, you're automatically dead. I don't think that's true. I think there's a secret third thing that babies are. Yeah.
You have not failed to disappoint me.
Alright, I wanted to talk about this too, because it was brought up about the abortions a couple of times already. And it's like, there's 3 different points for the abortion. The abortions, you have the pro-choice, which is against the, or for the abortions, and it's a woman's right. They get to choose, they get to whatever. Then you have the pro-lifers, which I can see with too. It's like, okay, you have Lily Rose and that whole thing, and it's, against abortion. You have your don't go after the woman that has the abortion. She's gone through the trauma too, and just try to make it so that the abortions don't happen. But you got a third point of the abolitionist, and I started watching this channel stuff. It's Abolition Rising, and he's very good. And the points that he brings up are like dead on too. I love the fact that he is for making it equal. So if somebody murders the mother and the baby gets killed within that whole thing, that's a double homicide, double count of homicide. So why wouldn't we go after the female that has the abortion, knowingly killing the baby? I mean, if it's something that they can't, no medical reasons, no anything like that, that you can't control, because an abortion is not called an abortion if it's a medically necessary and you have to do it, because an abortion is killing purposely killing the fetus in utero. Killing. So then when you're looking at medical ones, it goes into a whole different category.
I think they still do call it an abortion. That's why they always mince that.
Yeah.
But it is a totally separate category.
Yes.
And it's protected in all 50 states in cases of rape, incest, and health and well-being of the mother.
Exactly.
You can get that done anywhere in any state, provided that you have a legitimate freaking doctor doing it or a hospital.
And if you have a doctor that tries to deny you that point,
you sue them.
And that you sue them, because that is against the law.
Yeah, that's
yes.
It's legally protected. What
But
we're talking about is elective abortions because of convenience.
Which are 90% of abortions are elective. And to me, that is outrageous, knowingly killing a life that's never going to exist again. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. This same life will never exist. So if you go into it knowingly doing it, knowingly have the situation, then you should be charged.
They always use affordability as one of the main reasons. It's the cost of having a child, because they put out these outrageous numbers saying that it costs like $250,000 to raise a child or something. It doesn't have to.
No, it doesn't.
Most of that includes child care, which you don't have to have if you stay at home. And I understand if you're like a single mother or something, that might be a little bit more difficult. It doesn't have to cost that much.
But see, that's another big issue. Why are you a single mother? The marriage should be your focus.
Right.
And I know, well, okay, it didn't work out. Keep trying.
Right.
Make it work. Find the
There is
issues.
going to be a person for you.
Yes.
There's going to, yeah.
And with that one person that you were with, did you just jump into a relationship and by no means are they worth it? By no means can you try? Because there are very small circumstances that I would say it could possibly say a divorce.
Even if there is the death of the person you're supposed to be with,
Yeah.
every single state has incentives and programs for you to be on.
Exactly.
And this is a point where you swallow your pride. And it's like, oh, I don't want handouts. Shit. That's why they're there.
You pay into it anyway.
Exactly. That is why they're there. You pay into it. About $800 every year goes into income tax. Or, not income taxes, like when you buy a product.
Yeah, product sales tax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So every person pays about $800 every year into that alone. So you're not talking about property taxes and income taxes and every other kind of tax, So yeah, that money is there for you to use to raise your family.
Exactly. That is dead on.
And so there is no excuse for not being able to afford it. I am wet. When there's when there's all these programs and stuff that every single state has.
Exactly.
Not to mention that there's a lot of pro-life programs out there that will help you with all the necessary things that you need. You have WIC programs and stuff that provide you with food and stuff until when the child is 5 years old.
Exactly.
There is no way.
There is.
And just to terminate a pregnancy based on cost alone is sickening to me.
And that's the reason that Planned Parenthood does not need to exist. There's no reason for it. 90% of what Planned Parenthood is abortions.
They will try to speak. They say only 12%.
And it's a
then,
lie.
then tell me why it's the first thing that you see when you sign on to their website.
Yeah.
It is evil at its freaking core.
It is. It's very much evil. It's the pregnancy resource centers have actually been a hell of a lot more helpful than any Planned Parenthood.
Right.
Because if you go into Planned Parenthood with an even thought that you are going to have the abortion, they will find a way to make you.
I was really surprised. I was reading a thing that said one of the Planned Parenthoods was shutting down, and there was a comment that said, Planned Parenthood helped me with all of my ultrasounds and prenatal vitamins when she was pregnant. And somebody commented and said, yeah, how many times did they try to pressure you for an abortion? And she says, not once. They didn't bring it up once. And they said, well, that's an anomaly.
Yeah.
Because they said they have a track record. Usually there's something wrong or whatever.
And that's the biggest thing. That's one of the biggest issues is they lie.
Yeah. You can go to a regular doctor, a regular OBGYN, and get the same services. And especially if you have, county insurance, it's going to be free for you regardless.
Yes.
So there's no reason to have it, especially when they receive government funding. And they sell the quote-unquote products of conception for various fucking reasons.
Exactly.
Unborn lives, Yep. And then there was a really great face-ass comment that I saw, and it said, don't worry, Planned Parenthood. It's just a clump of money that you're losing out on.
Because, it's like, one of the things also that I don't get is why, Planned Parenthood got government funding.
Yeah, I don't get that.
And so they still charge you
I don't
for
get
the abortions. Why would they need to when they're run on government funding?
Between $600 and $2,500 was the average for abortions.
Yeah.
They charge you. And if it was a service, if it were really helping people, it would be free.
Yes, exactly.
What the fuck are they doing with all the money
They're
besides building more?
They're selling the body parts.
That's what I mean.
too.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
They sell the quote-unquote products of conception.
Yes,
That's what
okay.
they call it.
Yeah.
And that's either the fluids, the tissues, the bodies, whatever.
Yes.
It's all included because collagen used to be made from the fluids.
Exactly.
Amniotic fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Sancho. What's for dinner? He said, I'm back. He's like, I was making dinner.
Nice.
What are you looking at?
No, like I said, they said, don't worry if you're losing out. It's just a clump of money.
Yeah.
So it's
exactly.
Like, because they were trying to use that. Oh, it's just a clump of dollars.
So yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's just
that's the perfect one.
Exactly.
Right.
In this conversation, this is a new one. So you think there's another state of existence that science hasn't
Soon
found?
to be alive, but they're still developing.
You're actually not fully developed. Your brain isn't
My
fully
brain
developed.
doesn't develop until I'm 25. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So are we all in that stage that he's talking about? Because, yeah, like she said, our brains don't fully develop for a long time. Wow. Just wow.
See, look, we're not finding common ground. But you are certainly alive. You're certainly alive, right?
Yeah.
No one can argue that you're not alive.
Yeah.
For you to argue that there's some mystery third state of existence is pretty far-fetched.
Development.
The child of a woman, 8 weeks, when majority of abortions are committed, I love this fact, if she's a she, has every egg she'll ever have in her ovaries at 8 weeks in the womb. Wow. Millions of eggs in her ovaries. It's astounding. So the child isn't dead. The child is alive. The child is growing. The child is taking food via the umbilical cord and metabolizing it into energy. So it's not a dead thing. It's not some weird state.
Right.
What you're trying to argue is that it's alive, but you don't care it's alive because you think that child doesn't have value until the 3rd trimester. That's your argument, I think.
Honestly, you're kind of right.
I know. I'm 38 years old. I've been doing this for a while. I know.
This guy is the great example of why we are cooked.
Thank you. I'm privileged.
Oh.
To do this. Thank you.
What?
Go and see what you're doing, and he considers this a great thing.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. Just one more. This is the last one.
Can I have a hug too at the end?
All right, you gotta ask Cap for that. You gotta ask Cap on the hug. We get.
Wow, I thought I'd seen it all. Who are these people? God gave us a brain for a reason. At least use it or try to use it. Wow.
Bad representation for black women.
Okay, yeah.
It's actually horrible. So many successful black women out here. Why did you have to put LaQuisha? That representation is LaQuisha.
It's true.
The box braids.
I love you.
On the hip. That's attitude. That's a bad representation. It's so many successful black women. Beautiful. Yeah. You had to go dig up LaQuisha. That's a slap in the face. I couldn't wait to get here to see it. People taking pictures. The young lady took a picture between the legs. They're making a mockery of us. They're making a fool of us. Hurry up and take this down and come with the next.
I remember seeing that statue and I actually thought it was a joke or AI or something because I literally thought the exact same thing as what this woman's saying. There are so many successful black women and they had to pick that out of everything. They couldn't come up with anything else. I think we all know the people that were behind the idea of that statue, what they look like.
Starbucks has not bargained with our union over these dress code changes. Therefore, we do not accept this dress code. Workers United has also sent a letter to Starbucks demanding that the new dress code not be implemented at union-represented stores until bargaining concludes. Starbucks is legally required to bargain with workers at union stores over changes to their working conditions. Unilateral changes are not legal. If the new dress code is implemented at our store, or if workers are disciplined for wearing face masks, we will be forced to take escalating action. Thank you, the union partners at 36 in May.
Imagine going to work somewhere, you apply to work for them, they pay your wages, and then you're entitled enough to speak out and be like, right, this shouldn't happen. If this happens, I'm going to do this. If you hate it that much, then get a new job. And of course, it's these people in Starbucks that are saying this nonsense.
That's disgusting.
Abortion is disgusting. You're right.
Hearing shit like that is disgusting.
Why? Well, you're dropping the F-bomb right in her face, and you're flipping off a total stranger.
It's really funny because this is actually the guy I was talking about. This is the one, the abolitionist. Yeah, he said, LongWalker family, according to my research, people who like to constantly put labels on themselves have higher traits for narcissism leftists. I have screenshots and 2 articles that male feminists are more dangerous to women and are narcissistic.
Oh my god. On that Isaac that we watched today, there was a male feminist, and he was just talking about how misandry, which is what women are doing to men, is still a product of misogyny, and how it's dangerous for women to have to deal with men, but men aren't in danger for women. Men just get their feelings hurt. There's no danger for them. I'm like, okay, so they can't physically beat you up. I mean, it can still happen. You gotta sleep sometime. They can poison you. They can run you over the car. They can take your house. They can take your children away from you. They can ruin your reputation with just saying that you've done something sexual to them that they were against.
Those things happen daily.
Yeah, but no, women aren't dangerous to men, right? And this was a male feminist that said that.
Exactly. See,
and
that's the big issue.
We were all excited. We're like, oh, this guy's gonna have something to say that's like defending, and then we're like, no, it's not. So yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yep.
Maybe your kid doesn't need to see that.
She's saying all that. Kids don't need to see that. Look how she's acting, exactly like he said. And walking around in a flipping pride protest, and you took your child there and you want to talk about what he's doing? I think she needs to look in the mirror.
This might be a hot take, but Sydney Sweeney is the new racist dog whistle. If you don't know, a dog whistle is a term or some sort of descriptive that is meant to invoke images of something racist without explicitly saying that, like 88 or Elon Musk's weird salute that he did. And I'm not talking about this being a temporary thing like a lot of trends are. This is going to be permanent. It has been adopted by the far right and by white supremacists. She is their new icon, which means she represents them in a way. They've literally created a meme coin off of her, and there are a lot of people retweeting, oh, finally, we are so back. America is so back because of this campaign. And I could honestly see this affecting her career.
Well, yeah, because they're showing a pretty woman, which she is. And it's funny how all the people complaining that it's racist, she's this, she's that, they're all ugly. They're all ugly. And look at the posters before, like the old Calvin Klein ones of obese people wearing thongs and all that. Who the hell wants to look at that? Soon as we get someone who's remotely attractive, which she is, people lose their minds. And I saw the Sydney Sweeney ad, and I thought, what's wrong with this advert? And of course, people are going to be upset because they're mad they're not as pretty as she is, and that's just the way it is.
Later down the line in Hollywood, which, let's face it, is pretty left-leaning. And now, unfortunately, Sydney Sweeney has become code for Aryan people, or just the white race, generally speaking. Whether she intended for this to be the impact or not, that's what happened. And she signed up and approved these lines and then read them on camera. So she's absolutely complacent and at fault here.
Yep, in 2025, everything's racist. And if you're a good-looking person and you do something like what she did, you're a Nazi and all this stuff. It's just hilarious to listen to.
Yep, that got me too. And I don't know why. Maybe because it's just so blatant.
Guys, look at this photo on the left, right? I don't know if some of you have seen the Sydney Sweeney advert. If you haven't, check it out. I mean, what is racist about that photo there? I don't understand. Other than the fact she's pretty.
Okay, before we start, misandry is because of misogyny. When I hear people say something like that, I see, I'll get them before they get me. That is very true. LongWalker family, I hope with your content, I hope provide something to the table. Of course
absolutely.
You do.
You always at least spark some conversation. You
Yes.
know? It's I definitely like that. That's great. On this one, this was a throwback to an old commercial with Brooke Shields.
Yes.
And she said the exact same thing. It's like, of course I look good. I have good genes, and it was for jeans that you wear. And it was just a play on that. And of course she was gorgeous, and this girl's gorgeous, so it's like they're playing off of that as well.
Yeah, of course they are.
And that's great. That's fine. It's it's like a far cry from what we've been seeing in the past 3
Yes.
years with super overweight, completely unhealthy, promoting really, really bad, like
bad genes.
Yeah, not good. But Beyonce did something for Levi's just a couple years ago, and everybody heralded her for being a black queen. But a white woman does it, and now it's Nazi propaganda.
It is.
A whole thread of it being Nazi propaganda. They're like, this is exactly what the SS used to tell people, blonde hair, blue eyes, that was the ideal. She didn't say, I have ideal genes. She said she had good genes.
Yeah.
I agree in both terms, like, it's like...
And I think it's nice because, it brought back the classic Mustang, too.
Yes. Yeah, that
she
was the
got
whole
into.
thing.
I mean, it's the old feel.
Yeah, it was the nostalgia of it. That's what they were going for, because that was, because she does look a little bit like Brooke Shields, except Brooke Shields had brown hair. But,
Yes.
it's just the whole thing, and it was like the classic, unattainable, I wish I could be that girl kind of thing,
Because a lot of women were getting sick and tired of seeing this, the prettier women, the more fit women. We're getting sick and tired of seeing these fatter people in clothes that they had no idea how it would look on them.
Right.
That is the big issue, okay?
Right.
If you see clothes, if you see this, if you see that, you want to see, how will I look in it? If I'm going to buy this, how will I look in it?
And I don't mind seeing fitter plus size models. I don't mind seeing that. They have a curve and stuff, and they look fit. They're not like jiggly and everything, It's like, but they brought out the women with cellulite. They brought out the women that have the multicolored stomachs because they have like really bad like circulation to those areas of their body. The Victoria's Secret, like Angel Show and everything, they had a bunch of super dumpy looking women in there, look like they literally just got some homeless people off the street and threw them onto the runway. No class.
Exactly.
No, it was supposed to be unattainable. It was supposed to be something that looks like beyond us. It isn't supposed to be relatable, and they went and just like screwed it all up.
Exactly. Somebody waking up. Probably cat, huh? But that's exactly right, and it's just it.
And I mean, do you hear guys talk about this? No. They're not sitting there saying, "Oh, we're not represented in the media." What about us? Like, fuck.
I know. Okay, let's get this finished, and then we'll call this one. Because we're almost at, close to 2 hours already.
Nice.
Yeah. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Rules.
A lot of people are upset with that.
I keep thinking that people just are not going to believe us until we're hung out there. But then even then, I feel like they'll be like, oh, no. Kind of like they are with.
She's crying about it. She's literally crying about it. That's hilarious. And when I first heard about liberals getting upset about this advert, I thought, surely not. I see a lot of stupid stuff and people getting upset over stupid stuff, but this is up there. This is up there, man.
And I just want to say, as somebody who has a deep special interest as an autistic person in digital media literacy, and somebody who has extensively studied digital media literacy in my Master's of Education program, this type of propaganda, because that's what this is a piece of propaganda that will be written about in history books.
What? This, guys, I don't know. I don't know about this one. This has to be a joke. Surely these people can't be that stupid, can they? Or can they? Sydney Sweeney has great genes. And American Eagle, from what I saw, they made like 400 million off that advert. People lie, numbers don't. And we've had that thing recently where that black, queer, trans activist actor is playing as Jesus in some short film or something on stage. No one's talking about that. Everyone's talking about this. Funny that. So you're telling me that this is controversial, but a black queer trans activist playing as Jesus isn't? Right. And I've watched the advert to see what people are complaining about and pictures and all this stuff. And everyone's saying she's a Nazi, she's racist. people are trying to find out where she lives and all this nonsense. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. And I'm an expert at watching delusional donuts, and even I can't see I can't see what they're complaining about. But this is just yet again another example of no matter what people do, it's always going to be people who are miserable and hate themselves. They hate their lives. Are going to try and put other people down or have something to complain about. If it was a black actress or model, whatever, no one would say anything then, would they? Or if it was someone who wasn't attractive, they wouldn't say anything. It's literally because, like I've said, when attractive people do things like this, all the ugly people who don't get attention, they hate to see it. But I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. It took me a while to make. If you've made it this far, then man, fair play to you. So if you did make it to the end, do let me know. I hope you have a great day. I'm going to go and enjoy my birthday now after watching all that nonsense. I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one.
We want to give a shout out to Saber Sam for all the content that he gives us. Happy birthday to him! As I think this one was posted today, so it's his birthday. Can't say too much more about him. I mean, that's awesome, and I hope that he continues on with his stuff. I think he's trying to get his plaque right now. Remember, we just watched the video that they.
He can reapply now. I think it's been like 3 months.
Yeah. So hopefully he gets it. I hope so.
I mean, he pretty much probably never will. Because it's just that sort of.
Yeah. I'm hoping Guru will one day.
There's no reason he shouldn't.
Yeah.
Alright, so the American Eagle Good Genes ad campaign featuring Sydney Sweeney is a reference to the famous 1980s Calvin Klein jeans ad starring Brooke Shields. In the original ad, Shields famously declared, "You want to know what comes between me and my Calvins? Nothing." The Sweeney campaign uses similar provocative tone and imagery, with Sweeney posing in various jeans and saying, "My jeans are blue." As the camera pans up her body, the campaign also includes a voiceover proclaiming Sydney Sweeney has gray jeans. Now, when you say my jeans are blue, you would kind of think that she was left leaning.
Yeah.
But now I didn't know this. The Brooke Shields was only 15 when she did that one, so that was kind of like a negative thing back in the day. I didn't know that, but I wanted to look at this. Okay, it says it's not just good genes; it's a dark reminder of history.
Why?
Let's see. Oh, Jesus. All right, here we go. Outrage over the American Eagle ad featuring Sydney Sweeney comes at a time of heightened concerns about white supremacy and its historical ties to eugenics. On its surface, American Eagle's ad campaign starring actress Sydney Sweeney repeats a play on words used by other denim brands touting good genes, but the ad goes beyond the clothing by directly linking a white woman, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed Sweeney, to having great genes, while seemingly wearing a pair of gray jeans. I mean, they can't even write it out without sounding stupid.
Exactly. That's the biggest thing. It's them looking way too much into it. It's outrageous.
Okay, so this is what it says. This is what was in the ad.
Okay.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue. So that's what it's let's see. The original, it's controversial on its own because of the 15-year-old Brooke Shields. Quickly drew backlash. Sweeney's regression quickly drew backlash, becoming the latest fault line, reflecting the country's deeper political divisions. It's about the choice to release this ad in the current political climate, as well as the long history of white supremacist messaging in media and politics. You want to talk about propaganda?
Yes.
All of Hollywood is fucking left-leaning.
I know.
Like, even Adam
Pretty
Sandler.
much most couples in Hollywood have a trans kid.
Or several.
Yes.
So it's like, do not sit there and talk about propaganda in the media when they are the ones that have the propaganda.
Yes.
And like I said, even Adam Sandler, who hasn't fully succumbed to the woke mind virus, still had progressive shit in his Netflix movies, you know?
And Adam Sandler's such a great actor and creator too. I mean,
yeah, he's skirting the lines of it.
Yeah,
But it's like
and I can't give enough shout out to him though, and especially with the new one, Happy Gilmore too.
That was great. I recommend it.
Yeah, I recommend it. It's awesome. I mean,
but they're talking about eugenics here.
God.
But like I said, it was okay for Beyonce to be called the Black Queen and to be superior to everybody because she's so beautiful and everything.
Yeah.
And her jeans commercial.
Exactly.
Same shit. You know, like.
Yeah. Sometimes that black men complaining about black women and women in general stands for everything.
Yeah, that's a big thing in the community. Like the division there is real, and it's like it's bad all the way around. But yeah, like the black woman is like most black women are Democrats.
Yeah.
And again, left leaning. You know, so what does that tell you? They want to destroy all the tradition. All of the things that make people strong. They make, like, you saw the one creator that I watched, she's a black woman.
Yeah.
And it's all about let the birth rate plummet to hell.
I know.
Literally how she sounds.
And it's like, it shocks me so far on Love is Blind. We've actually seen a couple white and black couples. Like, one made it.
Right. But not the black on black.
No.
And you saw how that happened.
Yeah.
She literally threw a drink in the guy's face when he tried to open up to her.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and that shows you everything you need to know.
Exactly. He was opening up to her. He was trying to be straightforward, and then she threw a drink in his face.
Yeah.
And called him names, and walked off.
Exactly.
Like she couldn't just be mature and sit there and be like, okay, well maybe I need some time to process this. I'll talk to you about it tomorrow.
No.
She had to.
She just threw a whole thing.
She had to go get him. You know, didn't show an ounce of that beforehand.
No.
Bait and switch. And then
Yes.
just turns ghetto on his ass.
Exactly.
You know? Jesus God. Yeah, it's crazy world still out
It
there,
is.
man. They're still rallying against it.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it comes to propaganda, it's the left that has it.
It is, for
It's
sure.
everywhere. I mean, from Robert De Niro all the way down to
Yeah, I've lost a lot of respect for Robert De Niro.
most of them.
You know, I mean, but Robert De Niro, it's like, I liked his movies even, and it's like, I don't even want to deal with his movies much anymore, just because all the wording he's put in and stuff.
Oh, yeah, because a lot of it starts to bleed out into their work.
Yeah, it does.
You know? And like, I loved Big Lebowski, I forgot his name. He was
John Goodman?
No. I don't know much about him, actually.
Oh, Jeff Bridges.
Yes, and Bo Bridges.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they were just great. And then all of a sudden, it's like he's one of the white dudes for Camelot.
I know.
You had
That was
Sean,
just stupid.
Sean Austin, white dude for Camelot.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't do this to me. You know.
I know. I honestly wish that most actors would stay out of politics
They
in
should.
general.
They should. It's like you should not be able to use your elevated platform to talk about your political belief system. You had Baldwin's father. No, Charlie Sheen's father.
Yeah.
A few years back, walking around with a peace sticker stuck to his mouth because he was in protest of some crap to do with 9/11.
Exactly.
And it's like it just makes them look like clowns, and you can see
It does.
who's paying the bills, and it's like that just ruins the whole experience. You know?
Yeah, it
Like,
does.
I even have to look. It's like, oh crap! It's like that one book now too. I can't watch this shit because I just can't get past it.
Well, we're not allowed to listen to any more Pink songs.
Oh, and that
either.
wasn't our decision either.
No, that was hers.
She said, any fucking pro-lifers don't listen to my fucking music ever again.
So we're like, okay.
I still put myself on.
Well, yeah, but
but yeah, like, I won't be buying any new ones. So.
Nope.
God, you know. So
Because they have to open their mouth.
So they're gonna go and target this one ad.
Yes.
That they think has something to do with eugenics and ignore everything else.
Exactly.
Yeah. Crazy shit, man.
We live in a crazy world.
Me too.
Thankfully, it's slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
We don't have as much craziness. I mean, we had a freaking president for a while that wasn't even there.
And that's coming out to light.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah, he fully wasn't there, and it was they're saying it was Hunter and Jill that were in charge.
I knew it was the woman, yeah, for sure. She was supposed to be quote unquote a doctor. I don't know what kind of doctor, but they always called her Dr. Jill.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, women always pull the strings.
Yeah, they do.
Good or bad, you know. Like men are the leaders, but the women are the shepherds, and where was she shepherding him?
I know. Yeah, you've had to shepherd me a lot.
Yeah, I have to use a big stick.
Whack. Back in line.
But yeah.
Exactly. You know, it's this world, and hopefully it just continues to get better.
Yeah, we've got like 3 years, and then we get to see what happens again
Yeah.
after that. I mean, even still, there's still no shortage of content because you have people that have this like Trump derangement syndrome.
I know.
And they're just like, just wait 3 years.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, 3 years is not that freaking long. Just deal with it. You got these. Oh my God, the No Kings protest back in June, and then they're like, damn it, that didn't work. Let's do it again in July 4th. That didn't work.
I tried to go to one, and it was like there was nothing
Nobody.
going on.
And then they had another one supposedly just a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Like, get it up.
Really, I mean, they need to.
It's like, go live your life. The best thing you can do to combat the government is to go live
Live your life. Exactly.
Christ.
All right, let's play the outro and be done.
I'm a white person.
Black, Mexican, those niggas are fuck.
Sancho. As I grew up in life, I noticed a lot of women, even point of women, and there is internet phenomenon when women understand each other and they hate each other.
Yeah.
And he said, "Thank you guys so much for having me on. It's such an honor."
Yeah, to be fair, they're always talking about the sisterhood. There is no sisterhood. There's only competition.
Exactly.
No good has ever come from me having female friends.
Yeah, it
It's
pretty
like,
much is the way it is. Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, like, they talk about you behind your back.
Yes.
They seek to destroy you while saying, we're here to build each other up. They are not. It's just competition.
Exactly.
And yeah, we hate each other. So.
And thank you so much, Sancho, for joining us. It's always an honor to have you here. You know, hopefully we gain more people that'll be just like you.
Yeah.
And we get more conversation going. But either way, it's always fun to have at least you here.
Yeah, it's good to go over this each week and kind of see where we're at in the world.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I'm glad to have you in the room.
Have a good night, Sancho. You gotta go.
Alrighty, have a good night. We're done too.
We're done too, so namaste, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. We will be back next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Ready?